Please sit down.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Bermuda District Supervisor Jim Engel, and on behalf of the entire Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors, it's a pleasure to welcome everyone here to celebrate this world-changing announcement. I'd love to take a moment to recognize my board colleagues. We have with us our chair, Mr. Holland from the Dale District, our vice chair, Dr. Miller from the Midlothian District, and from the Clover Hill District, we have Jessica Snyder, and from the Matoka District, we have Kevin Carroll. Thank y'all for being here. I'd also like to recognize some state and/or federal elected officials. Speaker Don Scott, Delegate Lee Ware, Delegate Rip Sullivan, Delegate Michael Jones, Delegate Juan Ward, Delegate Mike Cherry, and Delegate Mark Early. Chesterfield strives to be a place to live, work, learn, and play. The county's prime location, skilled workforce, and competitive tax structure makes us the perfect choice for business. Chesterfield values our partnership with this administration. Thank you. Together, we've celebrated the launch of several projects equating to billions of dollars in capital and thousands of jobs. Now, let's celebrate that. Come on. And it's my distinct pleasure to introduce Secretary of Commerce and Trade, Karen Merritt.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Commonwealth Fusion Systems, for choosing Virginia for the world's first fusion power plant, for our nation's first fusion power plant, right here in Virginia. We are grateful. Today we make history together, but we also pledge to continue to make history together. We have a partnership with Commonwealth Fusion Systems, and we also have a partnership with the CFS investors and their team, visionary scientists and engineers. We have a partnership with Chesterfield County. We have a partnership with the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, with Virginia Energy, with Dominion Energy, with our state energy office, with Commerce and Trade, with our General Assembly. Virginia is growing and Virginia is winning. We were named CNBC's top state for business. And just earlier this week, we were named the top state for business by Business Facilities magazine. We're winning and we're growing. As an entrepreneur myself, who has started, founded, led, invested in a variety of businesses in Virginia, I know firsthand Virginia is the top state for business. Now, you may know Virginia has a history of being first. Going back to our nation's founding, we have backed visionary leaders and ideas that have changed the world, and we are doing it again today. Virginia will be the epicenter for fusion power. We will be an innovation hub for fusion, for workforce, for the supply chain. People from all over the world will be here in Virginia to benefit from our partnership with Commonwealth Fusion Systems. Virginia is winning and growing in large part due to the leadership of our visionary and expert governor. And it is always a great honor and joy of mine to introduce to you the 74th Governor of Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin.
So you can sit down again. Thank you, Secretary Merrick. Thank you all for coming for this truly one-of-a-kind announcement. And to say one-of-a-kind, you have to dive deep into what we are talking about today. And when I reflect back to what I was thinking when we launched the All-American, All-of-the-Above Energy and Power Plan in Virginia, I said that the core to our energy and power future is not a resource, it's not a plant, it's not wires, it's innovation. And we as Americans and Virginians have an abundance of the capacity to innovate. And today's announcement could not be a better example, almost the quintessential example of what it means to innovate. This afternoon, we are here to celebrate not a project, but we are here to celebrate a pioneering, groundbreaking step to change the way we think about power generation to a world where it is abundant and safe and affordable and clean. And that's what today's announcement is all about. Commonwealth Fusion Systems plans on building the world's first grid-scale commercial fusion power plant in the world. Full stop, and it's going to be right here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And with a clear recognition of the great partnership that we have with Chesterfield County, it's going to be right here in the Commonwealth of Virginia in Chesterfield County. Reliable, safe, clean, fueled by an abundant fuel source. It can last America and the world forever. This may be the last energy innovation that we might ever need. So before I go any farther, I want to thank the co-founder and CEO of Commonwealth Fusion Systems, Bob Mumgard. Thank you. You see, there's a decision that is made by businesses and by individuals every day. Where am I going to build my future? Where am I going to invest? Whom do I trust to be my partner? And it is a humbling statement when a company that is truly pioneering the way that Commonwealth Fusion Systems is chooses to come to Virginia. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for believing in us. And thank you for partnering with us and allowing Virginia to play a part in this groundbreaking moment. Thank you, sir. The Secretary also added so many other partners that are involved here. The Virginia Department of Energy. Thank you to the whole team, particularly Director Glenn Davis, who has done so much work here. Dominion Energy has been, of course, a huge partner in everything that we're doing, the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, and of course, Chesterfield County in all respects. Finding solutions to problems requires us to embrace thinking out of the box, and embrace trying something new, and most importantly, to see those experiments become reality. Well, this, my friends, is a moment of reality. The ARC Fusion Power Plant will produce about 400 megawatts of clean, zero carbon emission power that will help meet our state's ever-growing power needs. And of course, the reality is that Virginia is growing. We are growing at a rate never seen before, with job growth and advanced manufacturing and technological advancement and more people moving here than moving away for the first time in 10 years. We are growing. And what an opportunity for us to grow with such extraordinary innovation. The ARC is scheduled to start generating power for the electrical grid in the early 2030s, and it's designed to run for 20 years or more, providing round-the-clock clean electricity that will help meet, yes, Virginia and the nation's growing power demand. The project will create hundreds of construction jobs, and once operational, it will provide hundreds more of full-time, high-paying careers as operators, electricians, pipe fitters, mechanics, technicians. And that all starts with those magic 3 words, "You are hired." And all of this is underpinned by a multi-billion-dollar investment by a company that sees things differently and is groundbreaking in their pursuits. Now, this retired engineer is fascinated by fusion technology. And I have to say that the physical process that powers the sun, when light atoms like hydrogen combine to form heavier atoms like helium, release power in a way that is clean, safe, and does not require the huge commitments that other forms of nuclear power do. This is why it's so groundbreaking. And I know Bob will talk about this, but the fuel supply to feed this new power plant for 20 years will fit in the back of one truck. This is truly groundbreaking. ARC will use powerful magnets to confine and control the fusion fuel and capture the energy released and convert it into electrical power. And is this process, which is safe and reliable, and again, unlike any other in the world. Now, Commonwealth Fusion Systems' choice of Chesterfield County for this game-changing operation underscores the company's desire to go someplace that it can find all of the ingredients that it needs. A great site, a great workforce, a state that fundamentally is driving forward with innovation and growing in power need, a state that understands that doing business is a lot more than a tagline. It becomes a way of doing things. And yes, accolades are wonderful. And I'm so proud of the fact that we are routinely called the top state for business in America. But let me tell you, the proof perfect of that is when Commonwealth Fusion Systems chooses Virginia to build this power facility and not someplace else. This will add to our existing infrastructure in a way that I think will provide a new frontier for Virginia businesses and Virginia residents. My friends, the future can be seen. And what Commonwealth Fusion Systems will be building will be that pathway to a future. Let me end where I began, which is partnerships underpin everything. And today we celebrate the start of an amazing partnership, one that has unlimited capacity to power our future, unlimited capacity to unlock innovation, and unlimited capacity to bring people together to dream about what might be done, and particularly what might be done in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now, to the Commonwealth Fusion Systems team, I know you hail originally from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The nice thing is that you do not have to change your name because we can all work together in this most amazing pursuit. And with that, it's my privilege to present to you, Bob, a flag. A flag that has flown over our Capitol. Mr. Speaker, I snuck over today and took it. No, I didn't really. But I want you to know that this is heartfelt in its presentation from the Speaker, from our members in the General Assembly, and from our entire administration. That when this most amazing pioneering plant is completed, that you will fly this flag out front. And everyone who comes and goes will know that we have a partnership in the Commonwealth of Virginia and Commonwealth Fusion Systems that will last for decades and decades and decades to come. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And with that, it's my privilege to present to you the co-founder and CEO of Commonwealth Fusion Systems, Bob Mumgard.
Wow. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Secretary Merrick, Mr. Engel, and the teams at the Commonwealth, BEDP, Dominion, Chesterfield County, for all your hard work on behalf of this world-leading project that's happening here in Virginia. I also want to thank the Speaker, Scott, and all the legislators who have joined us today for meeting with our team over the last months to learn more about fusion energy and about our project. Fusion's pretty hard, but it's not easy to get a project like this over the line, and we truly appreciate your combined efforts to make this happen. Now, the first of something is always incredibly important. It's a trendsetter, sets the stage. This is something that Virginia knows well, being the first in so many things. And what we're announcing here is a historic first for the world. Years from now, when people look back on where commercial fusion power started, they will look here in Virginia, in Chesterfield County, for the first of an entirely new type of power industry. Now, we've always believed that for our first power plant, we needed a place with strong partners, support at all the levels. And that starts with strong state and local partners, and it's been clear since we started this that we're working with the best of the best. This is a state and county that knows what it means to support innovation and to move at the speed of business. Now, we're on a mission to bring clean, economical, safe fusion energy to the world at the fastest pace possible. And this project will be a multi-billion-dollar endeavor that will create hundreds of jobs for the region. Now, CFS, we spun out of MIT in 2018 with some very ambitious goals. Historically, fusion has always been something that happened in places that were universities and national labs. But the problems are bigger than that. They're out in the world. And at CFS, we believe that we can take proven fusion machines that have been researched in those labs, combine them with new types of technology, strong magnets, and enable us to build power plants at a time scale that we thought previously would take many decades, shortening that. And to do that out in the world, commercially. And that's exactly what we're doing here first in Virginia. Now, CFS, we've quickly grown to over 1,000 employees. That's only over a few years. And those people are focused on this mission, laser focused. And we've built up the resources, the technology, the world-class team to bring that fundamentally new energy source to market. Now, you might be asking, we're up here talking about fusion, what is fusion? Now, fusion is the process that happens inside the stars. It's the most prevalent, common process in the entire universe. It's the thing that creates all the heat and light. On Earth, when we get it to work, we'll use it to make electricity. In fusion power plants, that electricity will be clean, it'll be firm, it'll be safe. You won't need a pipeline to bring the fuel in, or a smokestack for the exhaust. And importantly, if you have the technology, you'll have energy, access to it when and where you want it. In fusion, that's a fundamentally new type of energy. It addresses critical needs in countries that are looking to meet clean energy standards, provide energy abundance, and ensure that the energy security and energy independence is things for their region. It's a game changer, and CFS is leading the charge to bring this disruptive technology to the world. Now, our headquarters is in Devens in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and that's home to our advanced manufacturing facility, as well as a demonstrator that shows what this will look like, a machine we call Spark. That's about halfway through construction, and it's set to be operational in the next couple of years. And that'll pave the way for the project that's happening here, a commercial power plant, like Spark, but bigger, something we call ARC. And that'll produce power on the grid in the early 2030s. And it's a power plant that we're going to be building here in Chesterfield County. Now, the decision to do that, that's a culmination over 2 years of work. That's a siting process where we went to hundreds of sites, boots on the ground. And what we found, and what we've always believed, is that there are many good places where you can build a fusion power plant. But we've always had a special consideration for where to build the first one. And ultimately, in a competitive process, this site in Chesterfield County, that came to the top of that list. Why? Because it checks all the boxes. We have a strong utility partner with Dominion, proximity to a grid interconnect, the right physical site attributes, access to the interstate, and seaways, and airports, customer demand for power in the region that's growing, and really importantly, a strong talent ecosystem. And we're excited to continue to build our relationships with the community and the local stakeholders, as we've always believed that being good neighbors is as important, if not more, than having great technology. Now, in addition to building our first power plant here, we're looking forward to supporting efforts with the Commonwealth and the county to make Virginia a fusion innovation hub, with programs to support R&D, supply chain, talent growth, and workforce training in the state. Now, thank you again for everyone who's worked to get us to this point. We're excited to get started and look forward to collaborating with everyone here on this historic project to make commercial fusion a reality first in Virginia. Thank you.